Seems to be a bit more of a frenzy of activity now. Lots more bees in the air, and seems to be arriving on where the other swarm already was. And the ones here still seem to be settling, and the majority going into the nuke box and still attracting the others in with their Nasenhof gland. But while this has all been going well, and all the bees, the swarm bees, have moved into the nuke box and seem to be happy with the situation, I'd come back a little time later after leaving them to find, well, it's hard to show them, but just thousands and thousands of bees which still seem to be arriving rather than departing. Normally the swarm arrives in pretty much one group, and you have a few stray bees to follow, but not sure exactly what's going on here now, because there is lots of bees. Lots and lots of bees still swirling round in large circles, usually when they're either first arriving or departing normally, but this swarm did seem to be established and going in, and they don't seem to be a bit troubled by the new arrivals. What was a calm transferring before, now getting a lot more frenzied, because there is so many flying bees. I'm literally covered in them, because obviously I'm in their flight path, and some of these don't seem to know what's going on either. I'm not troubled by them. I mean, they're not out to harm. I'm just something in the way to land on at the moment. There's not a lot of the original swarm left on the post here now, but there still seems to be an awful lot of bees coming from somewhere. See, the ones that are at the entrance are using the Nasonoff gland to release the scent to draw the others in, which seems to be getting this cluster a bit more agitated to move quick. It's almost as if there's another swarm landing here at the same time, which that wouldn't be the first time either. I've known that to happen before. As long as all these nice bees know that it's John the beekeeper, they know they won't hurt me. See, as you can see, there is still a lot of activity here now. It's not just a settled, landed swarm. All these flying bees seem to have come after the swarm, it's the initial swarm itself. Tempted to scoop the remaining ones from underneath and put them at the entrance, but I don't like to overly interfere because it can drive them away as well. It's better if it's their choice to do what they're doing and not over influenced by the beekeeper, or it is influenced by the beekeeper but not rushing the process. And this is rather unusual though. See, after when I first saw the swarm, it was settled on the post here, and from the earlier film it did show that the majority of them had gone into the nucleus box, which has got a few frames and some swarm lure. But suddenly, after a short period of time, possibly, I don't know, half an hour when I went away, there's thousands of bees up in the air and circling again, as if another swarm arriving. I'm still thinking that with this being quite a strong cluster, still where they initially landed at the bottom here, that there's a possibility that the queen's still within them. And as you see, that most of them they are crawling up and making their way into the entrance to the nuke. But it's all these flying bees that seems to be confusing the issue. Tempted to see if I can move that scoop them up. but they are pretty well bonded onto some vines there. Otherwise I would be able to run my fingers through them. Let's see. For the love of bees. There's a possibility I've got the queen within my hand, but hard to tell because they're still a good cluster underneath. And I wonder how many bees in my hand at the moment. Oh! Give them a bit of time to move off into the entrance or around the entrance. Seem to be enjoying my hand. Try and further scoop these then. Again, run my fingers through slowly. No doubt a few people thinking the mad bee man would be watching this now. It is when you have swarms like this, if you get the queen, is where people can cover themselves quite safely with beards of bees and whatnot by putting the queen in a cup in an appropriate place. See, no need at all to be swatting and driving bees away, trying to hit them with something to stop them sting. They don't want to sting you. And possibly I don't know, more than 10,000 in this swarm that landed, and then I'm not sure now because there's so many other bees coming as well, but none of them with the intention of stinging. What they want to do is make their new home or find their new location and set up and start again. Natural process of multiplication. They do also seem to be crawling up inside my sleeves and a few up my legs as well, because they're finding other alternate dark places other than the nuke. It would be lovely if I could spot the queen amongst these. That has bought a lot of them from underneath now. The ones that I've got on my hand and the others that I've moved up have. But still huge amounts in the area. All down my back, on my neck, on my head, everywhere at the moment. But all they're doing is looking for somewhere to go. shake them off my hands so that they go on to the entrance. Still covered in bees, obviously, but should move away and let them settle a bit now.